r/AskReddit. What non-sexual fantasies do you have? Building a small machine shop in my backyard. Mill, lathe, welders, and an abundance of random steel I'll never get rid of. Disposable income. Same. I want to go on holiday when this is all over. Turns out my husband's death was a terrible accounting mistake by the hospital and he just comes home one day after his amnesia clears. For years after my dad died I would think I saw him somewhere. I would tell myself it was all a ruse and he left us to live his life with another family or something. I wasn't even mad. I just wanted him to be alive. Buying a house. Not even buying a house. Owning it outright without having to slog through a mortgage. I have this fantasy where my landlord wins Powerball. He's a lovely elderly Croatian man and just lets us keep the house we're in currently. It's a beautiful little place that would be perfect as a starter home. If we'd been around 20 years ago, that is. I don't need millions of dollars. Just a small place I can call my own and raise my family in. Every time I think we've got enough for a deposit, the prices have drifted just beyond our reach again. A bathtub that is deep enough the water covers my boobs and me knees, and is long enough I can lay flat on the bottom. Yes, sometimes I daydream about the prefect bathroom in Harry Potter. I just want a giant tub. Right now it's just loading my truck up and disappearing into the woods for a week. I don't have a truck, but that sounds like fun. I'm a homeowner 20+ acres, with a running creek on the property. My family has everything they need for a happy stable life. No debt, with disposable income. As a family we watch the sun rise and set together. We talk openly about our emotions in a healthy manner, and help each other with our struggles. My children marry good partners. Perhaps one of them provides me with a grandchild, but they are all happy and well taken care of. My wife and I live out our golden years traveling and spending time with family. We die peacefully in our bed asleep together. I like this idea a lot. Except for the having to wake up before sunrise part. Strolling into the Vatican archives whenever I please to read whatever I want. Savings. No debt. Being able to retire one day. Being able to lose weight without even trying. Hell, I'd take being able to lose weight when I am trying. 8 hours of sleep. Actually having my life together. I'm a ducking mess. All grown-ups are just pretending to have their life together. It took me quite a while to figure this out. You'll eventually get good at pretending this as well. Holding hands and cuddling with someone. Were the cowboy he said nothing sexual. What next? Caring for each other. I desperately want to have a family and have all my childhood's friends be their uncles and aunties. Just as in the same city or town. I am an immigrant to the UK from Hong Kong, and even though English is my first language, all my friends are spread over 3 continents and I worry that my children will not understand my culture. I do not want to be that weird dad and I miss my friends. Hope everything works out well for you. Someone hugging me. I bought a free hug shirt and get a couple of hugs most of the time when I wear it. Have that perfect day by doing a bunch of different things with someone I can connect with on a deep level. I have a couple of friends. They're in a relationship together, with whom I've had experiences like this. We went to Vegas on the 4th of July. We went to the Santa Monica Pier and hung out on the beach all day earlier this month. We're trying to plan a trip somewhere fun once this pandemic dies down. Maybe Miami? We're not wealthy people. I'm 30. My buddy is 23 and his girlfriend is 21. They both interact with me like I'm their cool older brother or something. It feels nice. I haven't had a connection like this with people my age at all. My ex used to get pissed that I was hanging out with 2 people 7-9 years younger than me. She just doesn't understand. I hope you and everyone who upvoted and commented under you experience this with some cool ass people someday. Best of luck. Being able to fly, not in a plane, just me. Having a super charismatic personality. Edit. Whoa, this blew up. Thanks for the awards. I am like most redditors. It would be cool to have one, but it is not my goal. I might work on my social life though, so thanks for the advices and the stories. A day where I don't have to do anything. No laundry, no work. Don't have to mow the yard or do dishes, etc. Food will be delivered. I can just lay on the couch, browse Reddit and Twitter, and just enjoy the silence. I've managed to have a couple days like that. Let me tell you, they're as glorious as they sound. They're a once in a blue moon occurrence, but they're so worth it when they happen. A TV with time travel capabilities. For example, I'd like to go 20 years into the future and watch the Super Bowl with no knowledge of what happened in between the present and that game. I just think it'd be cool to have my mind blown by everything that has changed. My book, it's a fantasy I'm writing, should be out before Winds of Winter, maybe. A beautiful sunlit art studio and someone to be creative in it with. Holding hands. Spooning and cuddling. Guys need love too. I hate that men are so touch starved. At the same time I feel awkward going up to my guy friends, I'm a girl, and just hugging them. Maybe everyone is just afraid to bring it up and you could try asking some of your friends for a hug. IDK. I'm not a dude so I don't know what experiences you've had. Regardless, sending you virtual hugs dude. Have the money to be happy. Want a bunny? Sure, just gotta buy one. A big dog that needs plenty of room and room. Heard there was some land for sale over that a ways. Delicious food? Absolutely, here's your check. I frequently fantasize about time travel. I legitimately have an obsession with the concepts of time travel and time travel in fiction. I have a system in my head that I've never shared with anybody, so that if I ever need to converse with my past self we will both know what to say so that he believes me and that it's not a prank. I frequently fantasize about interrupting the moment my parents meet. My dad picks my mom up in his taxi cab. He didn't treat her great. They stayed together for too long just because they had me. I'm emotionally stunted and broken because of things he did. I frequently dream about blocking their meet so that my mum could maybe have a better life. Winning the lottery, but not for the usual reasons. The buildings and grounds of the school where I work are very old and dilapidated. Built in bits and pieces from about 1900 until now with no real architectural graces and precious little recreational or sports space for the kids and no thought given to integrated technology. I want to rebuild the school from the ground up in a nearby location with all mod cons. Plenty of sports and recreational facilities, and technologically future-proofed insofar as that is possible. I want to set up a trust that will then look after the place for a very long time into the future and another that will provide suitable uniforms, learning materials and electronic devices of the day for every student regardless of socioeconomic status. I also want to make sure it remains completely comprehensive in its intake. No selection for entry. Places allocated purely on our current rules. This is my fantasy if I win the lottery big enough. If I win it to a lesser extent then I'll do as much as I'm able within the constraints of available funds. Nico Hulkenberg winning an F1 race. Ewan McGregor. Just wanna have a beer with him. I'd really like to own my own home. With prices the way they are where I live, who knows if I'll get there without moving a good ways away. Directing a X-Men web series. Right now, something to watch on Netflix. I've been scrolling for 30 minutes. Waking up without depression. For Corona to end, we all know it won't happen anytime soon. Drinks and baths. Whenever school is stressful, I imagine myself drinking a slushy strawberry margarita in my bathtub. A perfectly crunchy, melted, grilled mother ducking cheese. To not have mental illness, bipolar depression and anxiety have taken so much from me. I have the scars to prove it. I hope I survive it. Honestly, just to have a boyfriend. Like, yeah, that includes sexual fantasies, but I also really want the non-sexual too. Cuddling, holding hands, playing video games together and laughing our asses off, making out, hugs, late night drives in the dark, going to parties with friends, taking ridiculous selfies with Snapchat filters, moving in together. I want a boyfriend. Just someone that would accept me for me. Being a skilled assassin. Just being skilled. Time traveling back to when bitcoins were like 50 cents each and buying up everything from my friends trying to sell theirs off on Facebook. Then just holding onto them like some fun digital knickknack until they shoot up to $19,000 each and selling them off. We host exchange students. My fantasy is to have all my bio and borrowed kids home for a Christmas. Good weekly D&D sessions. Running away. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.